started. If I can have everybody's attention, please. Thank you very much. First, let's make sure we're welcoming all of our honored guests in the house. Where are all our drivers out working hard? Raise your hand for us. We have a bunch here today. Thank you guys, and all of you watching, thank you for what you do each day for us. We wouldn't be here without you. Thank you. Let's go ahead and get started with our anniversaries. First up is Daniel Acacio with 22 years. Next up is our very own Melissa Steffen. Where are you at? Come on down with 18 years.
That was an old picture.
All right, Christy Weathers with 18 years. Come on down. Make a little noise for Scott Steffen. He is actually out of the office today for the platform with 17 years. Dan Taylor is also traveling today with 16 years. Let's make some noise for him. Where's Chris Forrester? Come on down with 13 years. Let's make a little noise for Kevin Vang with 11 years. Kevin, here he comes. Hide in the background. Where's Lee Southshire with 9 years? Come on down. Where's Brandon Norris? Come on down with 9 years. We can't quite hear you. All right, Jesse Richardson, where are you at? Come on down. One of our Olympians, I do believe. All right, Derek, come on down. Derek Smith with 7 years. All right, next up is Todd Yoakum. Come on down with 6 years. Let's make a little noise for Billy Chi. He's on second shift, but we can still clap for him with 6 years. Next up is Jennifer Wakefield with 5 years. Jennifer, where are you at? She's working. Corey Aruda with 5 years, and he's also second shift. Make a little noise for him, please. Where's Janet Williams? Come on down with 4 years. All right, next up, where's Kaylin at? Come on down. 3 years. Next up is Skylar. Skylar, where are you at? Come on down with 2 years. Jim Weaver. Did he make it down? He is in orientation. I bet he's still down there. But 2 years for Jim Weaver. Let's make some noise. Next up is Mariana Mora with 1 year. Vicki Skinner, 1 year. Where's Macy Minter at? Here she is, 1 year as well. It appears we're locked. There we go. Nick, oh, we're going really fast now. Here we go. Nicole Jones, 1 year, come on down. All right, next up is our outside terminals. If we'll hold our applause, we'll give them one big round of applause at the end. We have Jay Tucker with 17 years, our regional sales manager. We have John White with 12 years, our terminal manager in Birmingham. Ken Conister, 10 years, our local driver in Masry. Hilda Espinosa, 7 years, our operations customer service in Laredo. Angelica Abundis, 7 years in inside sales in Mexico. We also have Vanessa Cervera with 6 years, our territory account manager in Laredo. Jerry Saldivar, 2 years, operations manager in Conexus in Laredo. And James Navarro with 2 years, our parts supervisor in Laredo. Patrick Brown with 2 years, our regional sales manager. Alex Benavides, 2 years, our shop equipment control in Laredo. Gilberto Torres, 1 year, our service writer for Laredo. Let's make some noise for our outside terminal. Working hard for us every day. We also have a couple of new hires this month. We have Alora Blevins. Alora, would you raise our hand so we can see you if you are? All right, there she is. Give her a high five as you see her. We also have Lacey Carpenter in recruiting, our pre-qualifying agent. Lacey, where are you at? Welcome. We have a couple of promotions or movements within the company as well. Let's make some noise for Jeff Mullinax, moving to extended coverage from outside repair. Adam Schmoker, account manager for Conexus. Where's Adam at? Great baby. And JD Atone, account manager in Conexus as well. Congratulations to all of you guys. We do have a slew of birthdays this month, and as always, you guys will be entered into a drawing with a pretty cool prize for having a birthday. And next up, we have Brett with a wellness update.
And I'm going to be really brief. You guys, if you're reading my email, and from what I hear, most of you don't read my emails in the morning. But eye care PHA reviews are very important. So you guys have all had your eye care screening, hopefully, that are on the plan. Take those results into the physician or your own personal physician and have them go over the results with you, especially if you have yellows or reds on any of the categories you had measured. So it's important to get that looked at. Don't come to me because I'm not a doctor. But definitely go to your ATC or your own doctor and get that taken care of or looked at, and then give you some suggestions on maybe medications or lifestyle changes, maybe fix some of those things. So next thing, hopefully you've seen my emails. We've got this challenge going on with our fitness app. If you haven't downloaded the fitness app, just search Melton Fitness in your app store. It's a free download. You can sign up and do the challenges. All you gotta do is work out and log it. For drivers, they can actually log their load securement, which is kind of cool. So 10,000 calories being burned by Thanksgiving, get you a really cool t-shirt, which we'll give out on just after Thanksgiving. We'll get those ordered and passed out, which is really cool. So just a fun challenge to maybe get you more active and get you moving. A little incentive too. So the last thing I've got is we've got this gym rat thing going on, and it's been pretty popular. We've got a lot of cool pub from it. These are the folks right now who've done it, minus Randy Shaver. I don't have a picture of him. I think he's on the witness protection program. So he actually did it too as well. So if anybody's interested in giving this a shot, give it a shot. The body fat scares people, I think. I've done 400, and I looked this morning, 470 body fat screenings since we've had the machine. So a lot of folks are taking advantage of that. At least see where you're at. And then if you can pass that test, the rest of it should be gravy for you. Or not really gravy, it's not super easy, but you can still do it. So, and also, I would also suggest, just for communications, if you're on Facebook, search Melton Torqued and get on our Melton Torque group page. It's where I post eye care information, workouts for drivers and office employees, and also programs like this that we've got going on. So it's a great place to just, if you're sitting down, reading your Facebook page, we always say sitting down, reading your Facebook page, that's just some real quick reading material, maybe get you caught up on what's going on in the wellness world at Melton. So thanks.
Before I pass this over to Bob, if you guys notice all the cool decorations we've got floating around here, let's make some noise for our United Way committee. This looks fantastic.
That committee is our very own and lovely and hardworking Tracy and Adrian, Ashley Hurd, Skylar Great, Janet Williams. They were here last night working on that. Matt Kennedy, Brett Brigham, Christian Zhao, Steve Herring, Tammy Bernard, Kennedy Ruley, Brooke Lewis, and Lisa Beggs. A lot of work goes into this, and so thank you all. We have some friends from United Way that are going to be speaking next, so I'm going to make this real short. How's business? Business is kind of okay. It was certainly better last year, but it's not bad. And most of the drivers I talk to say they're getting around okay, and that's kind of how I really judge things. So I'm going to pass the mic back to Lisa, back to Tracy, and get going on our United Way stuff.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. So far, we've already raised over $10,000. So that's awesome. Thank you guys so much. We've got a short video we're going to watch real quick, and then we'll pass it off to Steve from Tulsa Area United Way.
People hear alternative, they get scared and say those are the bad kids. However, our kids here at street school actually are dealing with either severe bullying at traditional settings, or they've had home life challenges. Some of them have drug addictions or severe ADHD and other mental illnesses, which we are equipped here to handle. So we not only help them academic-wise, but we help them to deal with everyday life.
I used to come home, there was no food, no water. Sometimes my dad would buy beer or liquor and not pay the electricity bill. And I just felt like I needed love, but it wasn't there when I needed it. When I was 14, my girlfriend came to me and she told me that she was pregnant. And we were both kind of terrified. We went to Family and Children's Services and we found out about street school, and I guess that's just how everything went forward.
My mom was working at clubs and stuff, and then she got pregnant with me. And while she was pregnant with me, she was doing drugs. And my whole life growing up, she continued to put me in situations that didn't benefit me. I've been hungry. I've been abused by men. My grandma tells me that I would come over for a visit and I would be high from the meth that she made in the room with me. I ended up becoming suicidal. My first time trying to kill myself was whenever I was 8.
Students are coming in lost, and by the time they leave, they're focused, and it's transforming because we're changing not only their lives, but their families.
When the internship program first started, our focus was more on the kids' interest levels. Then we learned that maybe because they didn't know what was out in the world, that they might need to be introduced to other careers. A lot of our students come in and their families have never had the opportunity, due to their life circumstances, to step into a corporate environment. Oh, that's scary, that's so scary. We've got your hand, we've got your back, right? And see now, and because we have those backs, they fly.
At Hilti, we believe it's our responsibility to build a better future, not just through the work that we do through the construction industry, but in the communities that we live and work. And getting involved with Street School fits perfectly with that. There's nothing that speaks stronger to the future of our communities than the young people who are in school today, who are going to be the future leaders of our community.
We knew when they came in that a lot of these children have really difficult experiences, and then for them to be able to bring their whole selves to work and work in our work environment, we saw them grow, and together with them, I think we were able to see the beginnings of what they could possibly be.
I have a deep appreciation for people who step out of wherever they came from into new territory and grow in it. And what I saw, what impacted me again, was just how they grew. Again, the passion that they brought every day, the energy to do whatever we asked them to do.
Being here and experiencing everything I've experienced, it made me feel like I can do this, and it made me feel so much more confident about myself and my abilities.
I fully expected that we would absolutely be involved with our intern on a professional level and that we would serve as role models. But the unexpected thing for me was the fact that we became very vested in her on a personal level, and that for me was probably one of the best experiences.
Seeing the kids in the Hilty program go from confidence level, I don't know if I could even hold the job, to they look like CEOs and look like they're coming back, they're looking nice, and they feel good because they've actually had interaction with people that they thought they couldn't even interact with. And they did it successfully and felt that courage, felt that acceptance, what they feel here. And they were able to catch it somewhere else, so they have hope now. I see it in their eyes.
5 years ago, I was really not feeling myself. I didn't know if I should continue or not with life, you know. I've come way farther than I expected in life, and a lot of doors are open for me right now, and I'm choosing which one to go through.
This time last year was just me trying to survive, and now it's me planning my life, and it's amazing to me.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them, because Tree School is a school, but without their United Way support, we can't be here.
Imagine the power that we would have to eradicate a lot of these challenges that we face in our day-to-day lives if we all just band together with a little bit of financial support combined with a little bit of community engagement. And I would actually issue a challenge maybe to all of my peers in the community to say, what can we do in order to really drive home that we can make a significant impact, not just today, not just tomorrow, but for many years and decades to come, so we can make Tulsa the kind of community that we all know it can be.
It's okay to ask for help.
It's okay to ask for help.
It's okay to ask for help
Everyone needs help. Everybody needs someone.
Sometimes.
at some point.
With your help
I'll get there.
I'll get there.
We can get there.
Join all of us.
today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for living united.
Mi va unido.
Thank you for living united.
Thank you, Tracy, and thank you to everybody here at Melton. I'll keep it brief. Just want to say, you guys have such a cool company here. Bob's leadership shows all the way through. I think it's neat that you recognize everybody's long-term commitment. A lot of similarities to the values that you all represent and the values Tulsa Area United Way represents. We've been doing this for 95 years. We couldn't do it without people like you who step up every year and contribute. For any of you that have not yet completed your pledge this year, I want you to know that we have the Vero Foundation again this year will match all first-time leadership level giving, which we're considering $500 a year as a leadership level gift. That's around $20 a check for most folks. We would really appreciate your consideration of that if that's something you can do. Bob, thank you again for serving on the cabinet this year. Bob leads by example. I called him a couple of 3 months back and said, hey, could you help us with a campaign again this year? And he said, well, when did I do it last time? And looked it up, and it had been about 3 years. He said, well, I guess it's my turn. So he's back in the saddle. He's going to make calls for us, get us some new money. He's a believer, and you just don't know how important that is to us. Last thing I'm going to say before introducing our speaker is, as the video said, everybody needs help sometime. I can tell you personally, I've gotten benefit here just recently from several of our agencies with Life Senior Services and Hospice. If you need help, you don't have to know exactly where to go. Just remember 211. It's in the brochure. call them. They will connect you with some sort of help for you or anybody in your family, anybody you know who's going through times they don't know how to get out of. 211 is there for you. Now I'm going to introduce our speaker, Karen Pennington. You're going to find maybe some things that you all, Hilty was featured in our video this year, but you may not know Melton is doing a lot of things to help advance work opportunities for folks who might not otherwise have them. Karen is the Executive Director of Tulsa Community Work Advance, and it says here, she believes all individuals should have the opportunity to obtain relevant training and education, which leads to quality employment and a better way of life. She's dedicated to using her innovative ideas to improve lives, strengthen the community. She's a real leader, and I think you'll enjoy hearing her message. Karen.
Good morning to the most incredible trucking company I've ever had the pleasure of encountering. I've encountered almost every single one in Tulsa. So can I just say good morning, Melton Truck Lines, and thank you for having me. I suspect this will be a slightly different speaking experience than you had before, because we are only 8 years old, our organization, and it was just about 8 and 4 months, and about 8 years and 2 months ago, I took my very first tour of Melton Truck Lines. I had no idea what I was getting into. We were brand new. We were going to start a brand new training program. And it was a training program that was going to focus on in-demand sectors in Tulsa, Oklahoma, provide short-term credentialing opportunities, and then go back with our employer partners who are so desperate for skilled workers. And it didn't take long before the chamber and the mayor and everyone said, we have to go talk to Melton Truck Lines. And so I came out here. And Angie Buchanan was the one that whirlwinded me through, not this beautiful facility. Is Angie up here?
No, she's on vacation.
Oh, it's big. Hey, well, so it does happen then. She whirlwinded me through the old facility, and believe it or not, it happened to be United Way campaign time. And I walked around, and people had in their cubicles blow-up cabana stuff, big trees, and balls were flying around, these inflatable balls, and I thought, this is the most incredible and fun place I've ever had the pleasure of walking through. And then she got serious, and she said, well, this is our United Way campaign, and we take it really seriously, and we believe in it, and we raise a lot of money, and we want to say thank you to our incredible employees that give. And little did I know that 5 years later, I'd be filling out my first application to become a United Way agency, and then stand here before you at only 8 years of age and get to show you exactly what happens when incredible leadership. We would not be where we were today without Melton Truck Lines. You started our diesel maintenance training program. You helped shape the commercial driving Class A program. The diesel program we still have. You want a really cool story? Who here knows Thomas Love? Anyone know Thomas Love? Did you know that Thomas Love actually is right there? He's been here 5 years, and he now teaches our diesel maintenance class and picks off, first place. Yes, he deserves it. So Thomas not only saw the value of our organization, but wanted to pay it forward. And so that your employees, every one of you that gives and pays it forward, has an incredible impact in our community. We now not only train diesel mechanics, we're no longer in the CDLA biz, we're in the CDLB biz, because other schools came online and are now doing commercial driving, so there's no need to compete there. We can just put people into those classes. We also train in healthcare careers, phlebotomy, medical assistant, dental assistant. We now train in IT and accounting careers, and we're in manufacturing, CNC machining, welding, aerospace. We now train people that are interested in short-term, post-secondary credentials and careers that are in demand, that pay a lot of wages, that you can really increase over time with benefits, and we partner with amazing companies. And Street School is now coming online as a partner of ours for our new program, Next Up, which is catering to 18 to 24-year-olds that are not working and not in school. That program is amazing. It's going to transform this incredibly at-risk demographic. If you do not know that 38% of the homelessness in Tulsa, Oklahoma is from kids aging out of the foster care system. And that is that just makes my jaw drop. 38% of our homelessness are between 18 and 24-year-olds coming out of the foster care system. And Next Up is intentionally targeting these folks to train them in great careers like diesel maintenance, manufacturing, healthcare, putting them right back into great employers long-term partnerships we've had in this community. And we don't do it just for ourselves. Every dollar that you give, if we can match it, we do. I run a 100% participation campaign at my organization, as we believe in all of the other agencies. We partner with those agencies. We partner with Youth Services of Tulsa, PAP Tulsa, Family and Children's Services, because the support of the folks that we help, we need it. It's a village. And so we really focus on people with no post-secondary education. Those are classically underemployed, making minimum wage jobs or have lost their job, been downsized, to reskill them, teach them new opportunities and new career pathways, and make sure that they get national credentials that mean something to employers like Melton and to employers throughout the city. So this is a unique opportunity to come back and truly say thank you. Thank you for allowing my organization to be 8 years old. Thank you for building new partnerships for us in our organization. And thank you for helping us place people into great jobs and great careers. And many have walked through the doors of Melton Truck Line. So thank you very much. Thank you for your United Way campaign. I hope you guys flip and rock it this year. Have a great day.
Excuse me. Great remarks, Karen. Thank you so much, Steve. Appreciate that. As you know, we are big believers in the United Way. Cindy and I this year are doing $30,000, I think.
Yes.
So we do a $30,000 commitment from ourselves, and then we match 100% of the pledge cards. So what?
35, Bob. You did 35.
I was wondering about that. All right. So he caught me. 35,000.
Don't be so humble.
Yeah, all right. Anyway, so I think it's a great organization. We all we all have needs from time to time. And the United Way, I know from my work with the organization, they scrub all these agencies very hard to make sure they're worthy, that they're run efficiently. The United Way itself is run very efficiently, one of the better ones in the country, as I understand. And so I just think it's a terrific cause. And so thank you for whatever you can do, whether it's $5 or $500 or $5,000. We'll be grateful for every single dime. So the other plug I want to make, and Karen reminded me of it, is reading partners. You know, the kids that get out, that don't graduate from high school, likely weren't reading at grade level. And I just really urge you to, your hearts will just be so touched to work with these cute little kindergartners, first and second graders that want to learn how to read. And so many of them come from Hispanic homes, and so they go back home and Spanish is spoken all the time. And so we got to help them, or they could be some of those kids that end up in foster care and such. So I really think it's important. Please consider it seriously.
Would you like to draw a name for the $100
Sure.
gift card?
All right. Who's your daddy? Okay, Cindy Peterson. No? I can't read it.
Melissa Steffen. Come on down, sister.
All right, you guys get your red or blue tickets out, and we're going to do the drawing for that. You'll win the 50-inch TV and a PlayStation 4. And some gift cards.
TV, the PlayStation.
Ticket number 0366760.